and we're recording. One of these days, I'm terrible at it. Someone else can be in charge.
Like a Hollywood style, like clapper.
Yeah, somebody needs to make one of those.
Sure.
Hi, Flosstube. I'm Carrie.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Sarah.
And we are Three Trail Stitchers. Welcome back. If you are coming back, if you're joining us as a subscriber, if you're a new subscriber, welcome. We did have a few new subscribers this week, so it's awesome to have you here. Get ready.
Hopefully we don't scare them off.
I feel like if you go back to like video 1 to now, like not much has changed. It's not like we've gotten better.
No,
we've
not gotten any better at
this. We've certainly not gotten worse. So
no.
So this week was crazy as it was for the majority of the United States.
Lord.
We had snow, not a
rolling blackouts.
Yeah, not a ton of snow, but our temperatures were nutty. Like Tuesday morning, in some areas around Kansas City, it was like -19, which for us is crazy cakes. I mean, we might get negative temperatures a few times in the winter, but
not -19. It'd be like maybe
not like that
too.
So we had rolling blackouts for most of the week. My power only went out once.
Yeah, ours went out 3 times.
So we had some AMI days, which is like teach from home days, virtual days, and then we had some actual snow days because of the rolling blackouts, because kind of hard to teach virtually when you have rolling blackouts, but it's nothing compared to what our friends and family in Texas are dealing with.
Oh, I know.
So we are thinking about you guys. I have quite a few friends who live down there, and we have some family, and I can't imagine. We've had, in the past, maybe 15, 20 years, we've had some really terrible ice storms where power's been out for weeks, but not with the broken pipes and the things like you guys have. So
no.
Anyway, so we hope you're doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. It's kind of hard to stitch in the dark, but hopefully you're finding time to take your mind off what's going on. So
I bet those headband lamps, I bet those are big sellers in the next few months.
I mean, I just can't fathom.
I can't imagine. I mean, and especially, someplace you're not used to that weather, period. That's not something that happens, period.
Oh yeah.
Let alone
and I'll tell you, like, because of just climate change and that kind of stuff, like the weather we get in Missouri is nothing compared to weather we got in Missouri when we were kids, even just 30 years ago. So we are way more mild than we used to be. Like we don't get, we have some winters where we'll get a lot of snow, but not in a while. Those are few and far between. Usually it's more like this now. So
well, and usually when we get the snow, we can kind of get it out pretty quick because we don't get the weird negative temperatures like we got. I mean, nothing was working on the roads.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was kind of crazy.
Did you see the video in Tennessee of the truck that pulled out of his driveway and he couldn't turn? He just
went sideways
down the street on the ice. I'm like, Mother Nature's angry.
I haven't been able to get up my street this entire week. Like they still haven't picked up our trash from last week.
Me neither.
But we have like a little hill that I never really thought about, but I was not able to get up it all week long.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I tested it. When did I go back to school? Thursday. So I got out and I tried to test my hill Wednesday, and I gave it 4 tries and was not getting up my hill. So I came back down and I hoped they were either going to come by with something or that it would freeze, and it froze enough to make it like super crunchy. And so Thursday morning, I got up the first try, but it was touch and go Wednesday. I was wondering, should I call my principal and let her know I might if it takes me 50 tries?
So Wednesday, I had my second shot for the Pfizer vaccine, and like a grown up, I made my dad drive me because it was another snowstorm. And he has a big truck, and so
let's see. My 45-year-old sister made her 78-year-old dad get out and drive her.
But they were,
I would have done the same thing.
Like MoDOT was like, stay off the roads, blah blah blah. But they could not guarantee I would get a reschedule if I did not get there to get my shot. And quite honestly, in 2021, like that's my priority. So we were able to get there pretty well, and I probably would have made it fine. It would have taken me a lot longer than in his giant truck. So
Dude, I
so I
love
got
it.
that. Then I missed school Thursday because I had side effects. Nothing, I mean, it was not anything that would make me second guess getting it for sure, but chills, nothing that was unexpected. So I worked Friday. So basically between snow days, and I mean, I worked from home on the days that they were AMI days, but you know, one day went to school
Very
one day.
worked.
She worked from home.
Whatever. Did. So anyway, so that was our week. And then yesterday I was just really tired, had a headache, which quite honestly is probably more the weather changing than anything else.
I think so. That's how I am.
Because guess what? It's Missouri. So on Tuesday it's going to be 60 degrees.
Yeah.
So last Tuesday, this Tuesday week was when we had the negative, was
Mhm.
that the negative 19?
Yes.
And a week later, it's going to be 60 degrees.
60. Mhm.
Welcome.
Last Tuesday, I think it was, on one of my Facebook memories, there was the map that happened a year ago. And a year ago, we had like, it kind of went vertical through Missouri. You had like ice and snow, freezing rain, thunderstorms, and in the Boot Hill, we had tornadoes, and that was all in one day. So welcome to Missouri.
Well, and they have said, and I think this is true for most of the United States. I did see that like March is supposed to be warmer, like unseasonably warm or something like that. So
Good.
please, well, we deserve it.
Good.
Come on, nature. So I don't think any of us really have a ton to share, but we didn't want to not show up this week. It's my cat.
Which one?
Laverne. So I have a couple finishes. I don't think I had finished this last time. I think I was really close though. So I finished, my lighting's gonna be terrible again. I finished Alice in Wonderland. I swear.
Hi, Fern Fern.
By Stitchy Princess on Etsy. On Instagram, she's Stitchy Princess Black. But this is the Alice in Wonderland. I'm sorry if it doesn't show up well.
I love that. I have it all kitted up, ready to go.
Super gray and dreary outside. It was
I love it.
It was really, really fun to stitch. It was just like a joy to stitch. It was easy, easy pattern to follow. I really enjoyed it. And then on Valentine's Day, why does it feels like Valentine's Day was like 9 years ago?
Oh, it was forever
Think
ago.
about that. So last Sunday was Valentine's Day. Yes, I started, the Steel City Stitchers hosted a hashtag Bloodbath Sal for the Little Stitchers Countess Bathory, Elizabeth Bathory pattern on the Jody fabric that you can get at Fire Poppies or Witchy Stitcher, the blood spatter fabric. So I started that and I finished it.
That looks amazing.
I love it.
Yeah, so Whitney has stitched this before on this fabric as well. Pumpkin Creek Primitives stitched it.
Yes.
She was one of the first. I think Jody from Steel City Stitchers finished hers. This was also a joy to stitch. Like when I started it, I was like, I don't know. I couldn't get super into it because I started in the middle. So I started with the tub.
But it goes so fast.
It really does. Like once
Yeah.
you get the tub done, everything else, because you know, these aren't a ton of stitching and words always go quick. I really enjoyed it. My back stitch is not the best on it, but you know what?
I hate backstitch. I hate it.
So those are my two finishes.
I have one. This is the Little Stitchers. Let's see, the Doula Hand and the Death Coach.
Oh, I
Love
love
it.
it so much.
So, and this
Yeah.
is just on coffee dye that I did.
It definitely makes you want to stitch all of hers because they're so easy to follow.
Yeah, and they stitch pretty fast. This is the third one I've done of hers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Whitney do all my coffee dyeing from now on. Hers turns out so much darker than mine.
I've got it down to a science now.
I'm not kidding. I'm just gonna bring her a stack of fabric and say, do it.
Yeah.
Bring me fabric. I'll do it. If I think it's the cheap hotel coffee that Kurt brings home for me.
It makes all the difference.
Probably.
Makes the difference. It's
I can't.
it's hilarious.
You can't
But that
make
is
this
my
stuff up.
only finish I have this week.
I only have one finish too, and that was I did this on Valentine's. I started on Valentine's Day. I finished it on I don't know. Yeah, President's Day. God, it's been a weird week.
Has been.
It feels so long.
So bird in hand, Valentine's Day, and I have all the rest of these in my 1, 2, 3 cart, and payday I'm ordering them.
Yay!
Yeah.
So cute.
I love it.
Yeah, I really like the colors.
So I think
I
I'm
do
gonna
too.
make
So
little
cute.
pillows out of them. I have a wooden bowl I stole from Dad's, or when we were down at the house in Butler right before he sold the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I there was a wooden bowl and I took it. And so I think I want to put and I don't even care that they're seasonal. I think I'm just gonna stitch them all up and put them in that little bowl.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
Or
No,
I
I
might
think
even
that'd be
see
cute.
if I can find like some little birds and make little stuffies and put the birds in with the pillows or something. I don't know. I just
Oh, that'd
love
be
it
cute.
so much. And I even love the little charm, which I'm usually not like an extras button and charm person, but I love it.
It came
I
with
bet you
charm.
could find little birds like starting to come out now because of like Easter and spring stuff.
Mhm.
I
Oh,
bet
yeah,
you could
yeah, yeah.
find like little
Well, and I know that
something.
Lindy Stitches does a lot of birds, and some of her birds are bigger, so I could like take that part out of the pattern and then stitch it and make a little.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'd
I
be
thought
cute.
you meant like actual little birds to put in the thing with.
No,
Not
I
like-
want to
not like real birds, but like decoration birds. I thought
Yeah,
that's
that's what I thought she meant too, was like
Yeah.
Oh no, I want to stitch
Little
some and make
fake
little
birds.
stuffy birds.
dry out some
Wow.
like marshmallow peeps.
right. Just let them get real stale and hard and
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last 40 some odd years of my life.
that would be great.
Thing 1 and 2.
So whips, I only have one whip because I didn't feel much like stitching. I finished the Countess Bathory pattern on Monday or Tuesday, and then got my shot on Wednesday and didn't feel like stitching until probably
Yesterday.
yesterday, maybe. I think I did a little Friday night, but so I went back to my national park. It's so gray outside. My national park centennial thing. I got this lava done. I need to do the volcano around it. I went down and did all the words. You know how sometimes you just want something easy?
Mhm.
That's where I was. So I went down and did the words. So once I fill this in, I'm done with the top half of the pattern.
Oh wow.
So that's my goal. That was my goal for today. Have I stitched yet today? No. So I don't know that it'll get done, but I'd like to finish the top half before I start the fourth part of the Christmas wreath.
Yeah, I saw someone had started that.
Some people haven't finished it.
Oh, of course.
I know
They're
those
so cute.
people. They're so fast. It
They
amazes
stitch like
me.
it's their job.
Yeah.
So that's my only whip.
I have 2. So I am working on, I'll show you the pattern. Here's the pattern.
Cute.
So this
I
is
love that.
the Witchboard by, who is it? Cottage Garden. And there is where I'm at on it.
Wow, you got a lot done.
Yeah.
This little cat right here, I ripped him out 4 times yesterday. And he's
That's cats for you.
still not right. So
Is he close enough you can fudge him?
I think so. I think he's gonna, because about midnight
He
last
won't
night,
be
I was like,
fudged.
forget it. I'm done. And this is on, I think it's 14 counts, called Martini from Be Stitch Me.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Be Stitch Me Winter Blues.
And I'm working on, let's see here. Oh, I don't know. This is a little stitcher, the little stitchers, the headless woman. This is
Ooh,
my start. And then this is what the pattern looks like.
Ooh, that's
Oh, I
cool.
like that.
And Bobby from Pumpkin Creek Primitives,
Mhm.
she messaged me on Etsy yesterday. We had an entire day long conversation about stuff. And she decided to stitch this with me. So we are both going to stitch the Headless Woman at the same time, our own little private style, I guess. And I think she said she was going to do it on Blood Spatter from Jody.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I'm excited to see when she starts working on hers. And those are my whips.
All right. Oh, so I'm working on, I don't know where I'm at. Okay. I'm working on my Witchy Stitcher, Trick or Treat. So I'm working on Trick right now. I love her vintage patterns.
I do too. They're amazing.
So that's where I'm at. This collar, so this is on 14 that this is either ice and dunked or dunked in the mason jars. It's something dyeing we did. It's on 14, so I always use 3 threads on 14. I just like it to look really full. But I messed up his collar and only used 2, so I need to use 1 thread and go back over it because it's really not standing out. And if I used all 3 threads, it would have been standing out better. And then, because the Muppet Show came to Disney Plus, I started my Jim Henson from Good Morning Maui.
Oh,
I started Jim last night.
did you watch any of it?
Yeah, I've watched like the first 5 or 6 episodes.
They said they left out 2 episodes, one for a song licensing, and the other one, they said it was something about the host like was later arrested or something. I don't know. So now I'm curious to find out.
Now
Like,
I got to go back and look up
like which celebrity that was.
Celebrity that
Right.
was. There are a few warnings before a few of them about, like kind of inappropriate comments or jokes, and that they went ahead and decided to leave those episodes because it could kind of be like a learning experience, blah, 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 blah. Learning experience and how we
the
should
70s
act.
and 80s were the Wild West.
But it's still, I love it. It still holds up.
Yeah.
For me anyway. So, and I think I will just work on this when I'm watching the episodes. So.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Which might be all day today. And of course, it's in my Muppet bag.
Oh, cute.
So I don't have a ton of haul. I did buy, which we'll see if it'll show up. My iBooks has been so glitchy lately. Trying to print this pattern the other day was just insanity. Oh wait, no, it worked. Okay. Nope, it didn't. I'm gonna try to take a picture of it so that it won't close when I
know it's my iBooks has been like that too. It's strange.
Yeah, I'm hoping when I get a new phone, but I don't know. I did buy the Witchy Stitcher released this, and it was like Thursday when I was feeling really junky, and I was like, I immediately bought it because you know what? I deserved it.
Yes. Yes.
My coat just fell off the chair. It says, well, Clarice, have the lamb stop screaming, and it has the death head moth. Goodness, I can't talk. I literally just watched Silence of the Lambs is kind of like another one of my like comfort viewing movies. And so I watched it either Wednesday or Thursday. Like I had just watched it and that pattern came out and I was like, oh yeah, I'm buying it. And I've already bought threads. I bought fabric to do it on. So that will be started sometime soon. And then I will talk about that later. I'm not going to go into my media corner. So I bought that pattern, which I'm totally ready to stitch. I bought this Little House Needleworks Route 66. It's the states, and you stitch these individually.
Oh, I saw that on 1, 2, 3, and I thought about you.
It was like an impulse buy. You can make like needle books or that kind of stuff, or you can make like a pillow, because I do have this pattern, which I've started and haven't finished. It's very glary, sorry. They have a Route 66 pattern.
Neat.
And I do have it, which I will do at some point. It's just that giant United States is a lot of solid stitching. So I've kind of.
So you stitch, you stitch each of the states with one of the girls on it.
Yeah, you can, like, you don't have to do them all. Like I think it'd be cool to have a needle book or like a little pillow to put by my finished Route 66 thing, or I would probably do the Missouri one because
You should do the ones we've driven through. Have we driven all of Route 66?
no, I've not driven it through Illinois. I
Okay.
mean, you can drive parts of it. We've driven parts of it probably in Arizona,
Yes.
Texas, Nevada. I don't know that we technically have in California.
I don't know that we have in Nevada because I don't know that we drove. I don't know. I had to think about that trip.
Oklahoma, I have, and then Missouri, it's down by Springfield, Joplin. Let's go through Joplin. So I have. I mean, if you drive it out there,
Yeah. You
yeah.
should do the ones we've driven.
Yeah. So I mean, that's like a someday.
All right. I'm glad I
ordered. You know, once I finish that gigantic Route 66 thing. I ordered these. Someone online was stitching them and I really liked them. These are Jardin Privé. So Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, cute.
Oh.
And then I should have taken these out first. Alice in Wonderland.
Ooh, I like those.
Little fact about me, I was gonna be fancy and read the title of it, but straight up can't. I was a Spanish major in college and I took French as well. I took like through 2 or 3 years of French. Didn't pay off because I'm looking at, I could say Jardin Privé, but no, I'm not gonna butcher the French language to read these patterns. So I bought those. I did buy, the whole reason I did a 1, 2, 3 stitch order was because I wanted fabric for the new Frosted Pumpkin Stitch Along, which starts March 11th. So I ordered 16 count opal Picture This Plus, which is actually what this is stitched on, but I didn't know that was going to be the fabric before, or I would have stitched this on something else because this would have been big enough. But then when they shipped it, it's back ordered. So
oh, no.
it says it's supposed to arrive March 17th. Stitch Along starts the 11th, so I'm kind of bummed, but I mean, I can start
what
it
I'm gonna.
later.
I think I want to pull colors first before I decide what I'm gonna do that on.
Yeah. But anyway, and then I ordered one more pattern and it was back ordered too. I ordered the Country Cottage or Little House Needleworks, the month samplers. I ordered the March one.
Oh, I have January.
Yeah, so it's back ordered as well.
It seems like a lot of things are back ordered right at the moment because I had that issue with some flosses too.
Like the fabric doesn't surprise me because Frosted Pumpkin's using it, and I think a lot of people are gonna do that Sal. And then that March pattern doesn't really surprise me because March is starting, but it was just kind of like, I was bummed about I didn't mind the pattern, but I was bummed about the fabric. So I'm like,
I know, it's like you get excited to do it and then you have to wait and it's just like,
yeah. But that's pretty much all my haul.
Okay. So for my haul, I bought one of the Valentine's mystery box from Be Stitch Me, and I bought the basic box, which is the first tier, and I got it. So I think most people have gotten theirs. I've seen a couple of spoiler videos, but I figured it would be okay to go ahead and show it. So it comes in this cute little box
with a gnome,
on it. And I'll try to go through it fast so it doesn't take forever. It came with 3 pieces of fabric. This one is called Desire.
Love it.
Love it.
And
that would be cool for like a Dracula thing.
Yeah, it's a good red. This one is called Love Potion.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is a total carry fabric right here.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's. And then the last one is called Cupid.
I love that.
That's pretty.
And then it came with some hand-dyed silks that she does. And let's see the colors. This is Merlot.
Ooh, wow, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. This one is Poppy.
Ooh, love that.
And this one is Cupid.
Oh,
I
neat.
love the variegated one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really pretty. And then let's see, it came with this cute little needle minder.
Oh, so cute.
Oh, so
Little
cute.
guy. An ink pen with big old diamond on top of it.
It's like Mrs. Hinch's pen.
Yeah, and it actually writes really well too. Let's see. And then it came with a little bag of buttons.
Oh, cute.
And then the last couple things in it is like a scissor fob. Isn't that what that called?
Yeah.
Is?
Yeah.
Like,
Move it over
sorry.
a second.
Can't even see it. There we go. And then a little Frogger.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
So that is her. Oh, and it also came with a little pattern. I think I can show you.
It's
Sort of.
okay. I love that little
Oh,
note.
cute.
Yeah, he's cute. So that is her basic box. Oh, and a little box of candy.
Is there any candy left?
I haven't eaten it yet, surprisingly. I left it alone because I didn't want to mess with it till I got to show it.
Yeah.
So I've just been sitting here.
The
I
willpower.
will definitely order more of her boxes. The ones that she's got right now. I think she did a St. Patrick's Day one that is sold out and a spring equinox one that is sold out. So I'm hoping that she does one in the fall because I'm going to buy the big one.
Yeah.
That's
Like
nice.
a Halloweeny, yeah.
This past winter, she did a winter solstice one. But yeah, I will like these. It's just.
I think it's definitely worth the value
fun to have.
because, like, if you
Yeah.
think about how much a piece of her fabric costs, which I don't think her fabric's expensive, but
No, not at all.
like you get for you to get 3 pieces of that fabric, and then like the big box, I think they get like 5 or 6 fabrics. I mean, it's pretty
yeah,
amazing.
and this is like an 1/8 of a yard.
Yeah, it's a good value because her
Good
fabric,
size.
Yeah.
her fabric's amazing.
Yes, I am addicted to her fabric. I have so much of it that I don't even know what I'm all.
It just has such a good like feel to it.
Yeah, it's nice to stitch on, and
Mhm.
so that is my haul. I did buy actually, and I'll save you digging for it, but the person that did your Alice in Wonderland little princess stitcher,
Stitchy princess.
stitching princess, I bought her nutcracker pattern
Mm.
because that it's one of my favorite things. Even though I'm not a big Christmas thing, my mom and I got to see that play several years ago, and it's always just been kind of my favorite. So I did buy that pattern.
Those are like the 2 of like the fairy tale, like she talks about.
Yeah.
She groups those together, Alice in Wonderland and that.
I hope she does more of those. Like,
Yeah, I'm super hopeful that she does The Wizard of Oz at some point. Like, I don't
that
know.
would be neat.
Yeah.
That would be neat. And that is my haul. So check out her website for when she posts her boxes because they are 100% worth it. in my
Yeah,
opinion.
it's just her stuff's in, like her fabric in general is just really worth it.
Yeah.
really
And
nice.
I was just, not knowing, like I had seen people open the winter solstice box, but I'd only seen people open the big deluxe box, and it was amazing. I mean, the stuff in there is insane. So I was really very happy with this one. I was
very
excited
cool.
for it. Yeah. That's it.
I finally got my stuff from the Silver Needle, which, okay, so we talked about this last week. Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri. Right?
Right.
Kansas City on this side, closest to Tulsa, 3 hours away. My package went to St. Louis, then it went to Des Moines, Iowa,
Oh.
before it finally came back to Kansas City.
That's insane.
And I'm not saying this is not the Silver Needle's fault at all. Okay, I'm
No.
not saying that.
No.
What I'm saying is our postal
crazy.
service,
They got some issues
some
right
people
now.
in charge that know how to read.
Yeah.
That guy, he may not be in charge too much longer. So
Well, no, and yeah. Anyway, so I got Brenda Key's ultimate sampler of Motif Sourcebook after I started working on
Oh wow.
the Funky Menagerie by Lindy Stitches. I really want to do some samplers, so really quick. And yeah, it's got tons and tons of different. And then because things can't travel alone, they get scared. They had like a clearance page, and so I got this picture fell, so I can't see who it's Chessie and Me Designs, double toil and trouble.
Ooh.
Cute. Ooh, I love that.
So this will be going in my Halloween.
Are those words over one?
Oh, Carrie.
Well, you could stitch them out the words. I don't know. They just look tiny, don't they?
They do look tiny. Wouldn't it tell me if they're over one?
I don't know.
I would think so.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The
You could,
verse, the bats, and the cat are cross-stitched over one linen thread using one strand of floss.
we could probably figure something out.
All right, we can figure it
I
out.
didn't mean to
Way to
raise
be a buzzkill.
I was just wondering because they look really tiny. What, Debbie Downer?
Right.
Hey, but maybe because Mom's been working on that. What is that thing she's working on where she's doing a square for each of us?
Anniversaries of the Heart.
Anniversaries of the Heart. And she's gotten really good at like recharting stuff. So maybe she can help me rechart the words so they go all the way around and make the border.
Yeah, you could backstitch. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. If
So
you
is that
stitch
all
on
your-
linen, you're an amazing person.
Is that all your
Amazing.
haul?
But I ain't never stitching on linen. This is all my haul. I feel
No.
like there should be something else, but if there is, I'll show it next week. I don't know.
As for plans, I would like to finish the top half of the National Park Centennial before I start part 4 of the Christmas wreath. But we'll see, because the Christmas wreath might call to me before I finish this. And then the next part of Made to Create is going to come out this week.
Oh,
25th,
that's right. I forgot about that.
maybe the 25th. So, and I really want to start that Silence of the Lambs thing. So who knows?
Who knows?
We have 3 weeks until spring break. So I feel like I'll get a lot of stitching maybe done over spring break. So
Gosh, is that it? 3 weeks? That doesn't seem very
it's,
long.
it's nuts because we've basically like the last 2 weeks of school have been like snow day in school, snow day
Yeah.
in school. We had all of our winter in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's true.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. So yeah, well, that's why I was talking to a teacher at school and I was like, yeah, we only have 3 weeks till spring break. It's crazy. I love March though. Like March is probably one of my favorite months because by the end of it, spring is
Well,
usually.
you see such a change. I mean, you go
Things
from
start
these
to turn
raw,
green.
blurry days, and then you start
Yeah.
to see green on the trees. And
Like we get daylight savings. We
Yeah.
hit that point where like it won't get dark before 6
At
o'clock
4:30,
again
yeah.
until like November.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm definitely a spring, summer type gal.
my para Amy was counting. We have in Liberty anyway. We have 13 weeks of school left.
It's so crazy.
Wow.
And I
That's
mean,
crazy.
as insane as this school year has been, it has gone by quickly.
Yeah, because I was really worried when this school year started. I thought, oh God, this is going to crawl by. It's going to be, blah. But it's
Yeah.
really gone fast.
I think because we're in a constant state of like, what are we doing? What does this look like? That it's gone by quickly, like physically tired, but
Yeah.
it's gone by pretty quickly. So, and everybody's adapted and done what they have to do because that's what we do.
That's what we do. True.
So those are my plans. Lots of them that I probably won't get to.
Yeah, exactly. Same. I'm going to keep working on my witch board and the headless woman. I don't have any plans to start anything new unless something just speaks to me, but the witch board's a pretty good size project. So
huge.
I will probably get bored with it at some point.
It's gonna be so cool though when it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's probably something, if it turns out like I hope it does, that I would have framed.
Yeah.
And done. I love the colors. I had picked out like a tan color to put it on and switched it up at the last minute. And I'm glad I did because I love the colors on it.
Yeah, it's so cool.
So I'll just keep plugging away at it till something else calls to me.
I think it's nice to have like a big project going and then like you can do smalls if you want, like here and there. Like
here's my I have the hardest time finding smalls that I like
Yeah,
to do,
like
because
true
most of like the Halloween smalls are like cutesy Halloween, which I mean are cute. That's just not
That's
like
just not your
my
style.
motif is not cutesy Halloween. And
You
so
like
I find a pattern that I'm like, do what?
You like primitive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so I'll find a pattern. I'll be like, oh, this shouldn't take very long. And then I get it and it's huge. Like I'm the worst judge of.
I think you should go back through like the old Halloween magazines, because there's usually primitive stuff in there, and like just pick out some you like. Let's like with the Valentine stuff, I just put it all in one bag. I have like 4 patterns and the floss, because it's usually floss, especially with like Halloween or Valentine's. I have the floss in there, and then whenever I feel like doing something Valentine-y, I'll just pull that bag out and choose one of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm such a bad judge of like, I always think, oh, this isn't very big at all, because even the little stitchers, they're not huge, but they're not
quick.
They're not small.
No.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I'll look at it and be like, oh, that doesn't look very big at all. And then I get into it and I'm like, this takes forever.
You should go back and look at some of the Prairie Schooler Halloween stuff.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good idea.
They have some that are just like the little faces, like the little witch, like those would be cute. Like,
yeah, those would be cute. I have one, a Prairie Schooler that your mom made for me. I could put them around that. But so
anywho,
that's my rant.
Small rant. I'm just gonna keep working on Trick. I'd like to get him done this week, and then I'll probably be watching Muppets throughout the week. So I'll probably be working on my Jim Henson stitch. And then March 1st, the 3rd part of Funky Menagerie comes out. And as soon as that comes out, I'll stitch it because I love it so much. I'm gonna be so sad when it's over. Anyway.
So this month we have 1 more week left in February, which is nuts. This month was our hashtag witchy TTS witchy Sal. So we stitched some witchy stitcher stuff. Sarah is stitching Trick and Treat. What did I stitch?
The bat.
Oh, the bat. My goodness.
Which is also what I stitched, and then my dogs ruined it. And so, and I know Athena, she's Stitching Goddess. Is that who she is on her? She put out a message to ask if I could just like wash the fabric, but it's all dyed fabric.
Yeah.
So like I tried to wash those spots out and it just made it worse. So I had the outline of the bat done and then it got ruined. So.
But if you're looking for a witchy stitcher to stitch, I have 2 that I'm going to get ready to go that I've bought the floss for. So the Silence of the Lambs one that I just bought, and then the Michael Myers, the Halloween one.
Her patterns are just, they're fun to stitch and the colors are amazing. Like I love all of her stuff.
Have we decided who we're gonna do a Sal for March?
No, so we'll let you know
next week. Nothing like the last minute.
Well, technically, it will still be February when we record next week.
I know.
So we will let you know next time who our next month person is, our designer is. But other than that, I think that's probably it for stitchy stuff. So if you don't want to listen to our quick media corner, I say quick, it's never quick.
It's never quick.
It's gonna be quick. Media corner, then you can click off, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again for joining us. Subscribe if you want to, or just stop by when you feel like it. No pressure. There's no pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Good. I forgot something stitchy wise, but I guess not. We did all the things. So media corner, I watched a lot of stuff because I was home and didn't feel great. I watched a lot of SVU because it's something I can just put on. I can get on Hulu and just put it on when I felt pretty crappy on Thursday. I watched a lot of SVU, and I don't know about anybody else, but the fact Christopher Maloney is coming back with a new Law and Order show, Organized Crime. Yeah, Law and Order Organized Crime, April 1st.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Giving me life because I love Chris Maloney. I loved him on Oz. I love him on SVU. He's the best. So I'm a Law and Order person from like way back. Like I've watched it my entire life because Mom and I would always watch it. So I've never stopped watching SVU. There were some times I probably should have, because there were some roughies in there.
Yeah, some of them are rough. Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm very excited for that. So I watched a lot of SVU. I watched Silence of the Lambs. I caught up on WandaVision. And then yesterday I watched like 2 Veras. I really like British mysteries, British procedurals, and like Midsummer Murders and all that kind of stuff. So I watched 2 episodes of Vera. And then I started watching on Amazon Prime, Tell Me Your Secrets. It's a new series. It just started Friday, I think, and it's pretty darn good. I'm on episode 5 or 6, so I might try to finish it today. So
You see Nova stretching in the background. She just pokes her head up.
What's going on?
at least you don't try to climb up the side of you like Vern did.
Yeah. Yeah, she hasn't
Um,
done that yet.
Reading, I just started. I got on NetGalley the new book by Andy Weir, who wrote The Martian, which is a great book and great movie. If you haven't seen it or read it, and it's called Hail Mary, and it's pretty good. So I don't think it comes out till May, but it's definitely good. His last book, the one that came between Martian and this one, did not get as great of reviews, but this one feels much more like The Martian. So reading that along with random other books I'm always reading. And I started listening to Sarah's recommendation, Carousel of Podcast. I think it's WD, Carousel of Podcast. And it's pretty interesting. It's just 2 people talking about different things at Disney. Like they do resort reviews, like top 10 ride songs. It's just kind of a nice.
It's kind of like if you and I did a Disney podcast, basically. Yeah.
With a lot less foolishness.
With a lot less foolishness.
And I do want to say, it was on Instagram. She's Memphis Sarah. I'm checking to make sure I say it right. Yeah, Memphis Sarah E on Instagram. She's a stitcher, cross stitcher, and a Disney fan. And she sent me a list of other YouTubers, like Disney vloggers, who are, because for some reason I really love like British Disney vloggers. I think it's always so interesting to see like people come to the States and the things that they like. Because like the Eleanor Dreaming that I watch, like they love Cracker Barrel, like they always go to Cracker Barrel. And for us, we're just like, I mean, I love Cracker Barrel too, but
Right.
it's not like a destination. But I don't know. So I started watching, she recommended The Lodge Guys, which is another couple. They live, I think, in Yorkshire. And their like home vlogs are beautiful because they take walks like through the woods by their house. But anyway, so I've really enjoyed like their Disney vlogs. Very different than Eleanor Dreaming, but you get to see other parts of Orlando. So thank you to her for recommending Disney vlogs, because it's important right now. So that's it. That's me.
Let's see, me. I'm still reading My Cozy because I haven't been reading it just here and there. I finished season 15 of Criminal Minds, which is depressing.
Did you say that they're already going to do a reboot?
Me?
Yeah, they said online. Yeah, they're already going to do a reboot. They're talking about doing a reboot of Criminal Minds.
I mean, that would be okay.
Yeah, but it's only been off for like, it'd be like them going, you know what, we're going to go ahead and do a reboot of Supernatural. Like it's been going for months.
But it would be hard because, it's like those same characters were in it for so long, and the last few seasons, the characters were different.
I'm not saying I wouldn't watch it. It was just kind of like one of those.
I mean, I watched it all day long yesterday. It was on, there was like a marathon on TV. Like it's just my go-to show. What else? I feel like, I don't guess I've watched much else. I was trying to think. Just like normal whatever's on TV. I haven't found a series that I just like. I did watch what is it called? It's on Discovery Plus. It's like the 1980s, the deadliest decade. And it goes through like 10 of the most popular, like the preppy murders and those kind of things. I did watch that. But that's about it. I went back and listened to a couple of my favorite murders. And I listened to the one, is it Crime of the Centuries?
Yeah, about that one, yeah.
I listened to one of those. But I think that's it. I can't think of anything else that I've watched or done.
I know, because like we've been home so much over the last, I mean, we've been home for a year, but like, especially over the last 2 weeks, like because of the snow and that kind of stuff. And so like my TV's always on.
Yeah.
Could I tell you what I watched?
Stuff in it's just like noise in the background. Like I haven't been into like, oh, I'm gonna sit down and watch this. You know, it's just whatever happens to be on
Well,
TV.
you guys will have to watch that. Tell me your secrets, because I think you'd like it.
I've seen the previews for it. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's it. I don't really have a clue.
I was hoping I had written something down, but I haven't written anything down. So
Sunday.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that too, but I can't find anything that I wrote down. So yeah, guess it's nothing.
I'm still reading the book I need to write the quiz for. Me and Sam handle the apocalypse. Nova's gonna handle that apocalypse.
That's Winnie. That's her
Winnie
so,
gonna handle that apocalypse.
Oh my Lord.
I'm kind of like you two. I know I watched some stuff this week. I just don't know what I watched.
Yeah.
I didn't like sit out to watch anything specific. I know I spent one night going through like everything on Comcast Demand trying to find something to watch.
Yeah.
And I finally gave up and watched Bob's Burgers. I don't know. Then yesterday I did start watching The Muppets. I need to go finish the last few. I haven't watched the last few WandaVision, so I need to go watch those.
That's good.
I need to start that. And
I've just been listening to Tenfold More Wicked and Crimes of the Century.
I will say I forgot to say I watched the first episode of Clarice, which is what.
Oh, is that good?
Yeah, I mean, I have hope. Am I going to keep watching it because I'm a Silence of the Lambs fan? Yeah, but I hope it gets better. I will say, like Jodie Foster in Silence of the Lambs has a very unique accent.
Yes.
And so I think it would almost be better if they didn't try to do the accent.
Yeah.
It's like a little too much. But no, I mean, I'm going to keep watching it, of course. So yeah, I'm ready for what was it called to come back? Evil?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I'm so ready for that to come back. And everything's delayed because of COVID. So
you know what I forget about too is The Prodigal Son. That was
that's
good.
back
Yeah,
on. I have like 5 of them on my DVR.
Yeah.
I have 2 or 3. I kind of started it when it started back up, and I think I have 2 or 3 to watch. So maybe I'll just go through and clean off my DVR today. I've got a couple Big Skies.
Yeah.
I do that. I have the 911s I need to watch. It's a good idea.
Oh, I'm caught up on that.
I'm 2 behind.
I was like, come like Tuesday night, I'll come home from work and I'm like really tired. And I'm like, what am I going to watch? And
Here's
like,
why I have to be careful.
Oh, I have terrible television to watch.
When I watch the terrible 911 and 911 Lone Star, is because now that Wade is in fire school, he tells me everything they do wrong.
Oh, I guarantee they do a lot of stuff.
And I'm like, it's not a reality show, man. It's supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly. It's entertainment. It's entertainment.
Somebody online asked, like, which do you prefer, 911 or like the original or Lone Star? And I'm like, it's like one long 2-hour disaster movie for me.
Yeah, like I could choose. Like
I can't choose.
They're equally fabulously terrible.
Yeah.
Just...
yeah, I enjoy them so much. So
sorry, we went off on a tangent.
Oh no, that's
no, but it's true. They're so good.
So good.
So
do you watch that,
anyway,
Sarah? Oh, yeah, you should watch it.
I don't know if Sarah would like them.
I don't think it's
probably not.
My
She doesn't do a lot of like cop shows or medical shows or like that kind of stuff.
like when all the lawyer shows used to be on. I didn't watch lawyer shows.
I didn't watch.
I pretty much always watched what Mom watched. So we watched St. Elsewhere together and like ER.
Well, see, that's me with cop shows.
Yeah.
My dad watched every cop show there was. So
I remember him that he always watched Hill Street Blues.
Yeah, he loved Hill Street Blues. Yeah.
So.
I don't even know.
Whitney's
Could be an
personal-
axe murder in the house, and Whitney's just like, oh, the dog needs.
Yeah, you wouldn't know the difference because they bark no matter what.
Yeah,
Like squirrels, they bark like that.
yeah. Her
My garage
personal,
door- my garage store is opening, so.
all right, her personal funky menagerie says it's time for us to go. So we're going to leave you here. We will see you next time. Get some stitching in. Take care, stay healthy, stay safe. Bye.